on financial markets, part 1. I'm going to learn the concept of financial market and the functions of the financial market. Now, what are financial markets? There's a financial market is a market for the creation of financial assets. Now, that is very difficult to understand. So, let us understand in the layman language what it is with the help of this diagram. Now, there are households on one side, that is the savers, like you and me. So, when people, they have surplus money, they either put it in the bank or maybe sometimes they buy shares and debentures from the stock exchange. Now, stock exchange is a part of financial market, sorry. So, if you understand stock exchange better, then we can use that word also. So, when the household have surplus money, they either put it in the bank, but bank gives you less rate of interest. So, if anybody is enterprising or they have some knowledge, then in that case, they can put the money in shares or debentures or any securities which are sold in the financial market, which is our topic for today. Now, from these places, the business firm, they take loan. From bank, they take loan. If the business firm wants money, they can either go to the bank, and if they are not able to raise the money from the bank, then they can issue the shares and debentures in the financial market. So these shares and debentures that these business firms issue in the financial market, this is what the household buys. So this is how the financial market works. So let me make it even clearer. So let's start with us. We are the household. So if we have any surplus money, we can either put it in the bank or we can invest it in the financial market. You can either buy shares or debentures in the financial market. Now this is from our viewpoint. Now what about the business firm? So if the business firm wants money, then they go to the bank. Remember, we have also put our money in the bank. So this bank that we have deposited the money, the bank gives loan to the business firms. Similarly, we are buying shares from the financial market. Now these shares have been issued by the business firm. So if the business firm wants money, they can either go to the bank to take a loan or they can sell their securities in the financial market. Now, what is the allocative function of the financial market? The allocative function, in the allocative function, the financial market actually links the savers and the investors. So have a look at the diagram again. So we are the savers and the business firm are the ones who want the money. So the financial market is in between the two of us. So the financial market actually links the savers and the investors. And what is financial intermediation? This process of linking the savers and the investors is called financial intermediation. Now, what are these financial assets that we're talking about? Those are bought and sold in the financial market. These assets are shares, debentures, and bonds. They're also called securities. Now come to the function of the financial market. Now you must have made a rough idea as to what a financial market would be. Stock exchange is a type of financial market. It's one part of the financial market. So you can keep that at the back of your mind to be able to understand it better. So the first function is mobilization of savings and channelizing them into the most productive uses. People often feel that, okay, I can invest money in the shares, but I don't know which shares to buy. कौन से खरीदने हैं? Which ones are doing better? This is no rocket science. Anybody can do that. And you as a student of commerce can do it even better than the others. Now what happens is whenever you're going to invest in a stock market or you want to buy some shares or debentures, you always compare. So let us take the example here. There were two companies who are selling their shares at the same price, 200 each. The price per share of both the companies is rupees 200. Now there's no need to get confused. Now you see which company is doing better. So you find out that A is doing much better than B. Now tell me which company shares would you buy? If you were a prudent saver and you wanted to invest in the financial market, which shares would you buy? Of course, you would buy company A. So automatically the money goes to the most productive uses. So when we put the money in the stock market, we will look up for those shares which are doing well, and automatically our money gets channelized into the most productive units. So this is the first function of the financial market, that from the savers, the money goes to those business houses which can put it to the most productive unit. Then comes facilitating price discovery. You must have studied about price in economics. How is the price determined? It is determined by the forces of demand and supply. So where the demand and supply meet, the price is settled. Now in a financial market also there's demand and supply. Now who do you think constitutes the demand? Who wants the money? The business firm. And who are the suppliers? Who are the ones who are giving the money? That is the household. So where the demand and supply intersect each other, the price is stabilized. Therefore, the price of a security is fixed at the same rate everywhere. So you can buy from any stock exchange, the price would be the same. Then providing liquidity to financial assets. Now suppose I want to sell my furniture. I may find it very difficult. So many people will come to my house to see the furniture and decide to buy or not to buy. Plus I may not get the price that I want. But selling financial assets is one of the easiest things that you can do. Suppose I buy shares of a particular company. After some time, I realize the price is not going up. I don't want to keep it anymore. I want to sell it. You can immediately sell it in the stock exchange and buy another company shares. So because of easy buying and selling, that the financial market provides liquidity to the financial assets. And then finally, reducing the cost of transactions. When you used to go to see movies in the cinema hall, so you were buying the tickets online. Through your mobile, you could just book a ticket for yourself for a particular day. You didn't need to stand in line and waiting for your turn to buy the ticket. Very rarely did you ever do that. So most of the things are these days done online. I'm also teaching through this online mode only. Similarly with shares and debentures also. If you want to buy shares or debentures of any company, you can buy it online through the internet. Similarly, the company also sells it through the internet. They are selling their shares through the computer terminal. So the cost, time and money is being saved on both the parts, the buyer as well as the seller. So this is yet another advantage of the financial market, that your time, effort and money is all being saved. So with that knowledge, let's crack the case study. And what are we looking for? Name the market which facilitates the transfer of savings from household to business firms. So let's read it. For facilitating the transfer of savings from household to the business firm, a particular market is required where the price for financial assets is determined by the interaction between the supplier of funds and the business firm who demand the funds. Or can you identify the market? I'm sure you would have done it. Yes, and the answer is financial market. In the next video, we'll do the various types of financial market. And that's all in this video, children. Thank you.